Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about what is self love. Why do people keep talking about it, right? What does it mean to love yourself? A lot of people come to me asking, is it all just marketing gimmick? Is it just for the sake of the internet or the social media? Or does it actually means something, and how can you do it? How can you perform it? Is it just sexual? Is it anything else? Is it just spiritual? So the thing is, I'm going to burst some myths and talk a little bit about self-love. Now, firstly, self-love has no gender. Anybody can practice it. In fact, everybody must practice it. I hope that the new generation can learn about self love right from the beginning, to understand that there are so many aspects of ourselves that are actually influenced by others and they're not necessarily true. Self love can be anything from taking care of yourself, in the sense taking care of your skin, taking care of your clothes, taking care of your house, your surroundings, your books, your art material, your golf kit, anything. All right. Self love can also mean that you take yourself out, you spend time with yourself. It can also be about talking about how you're feeling. All right. Making it clear to another person that these are your boundaries, this is accepted and this isn't. All of these things are self love. There are plenty of moments in our life where we stop ourselves from expressing ourselves just so that we don't hurt somebody else, or just so that we don't stir the pot, so to speak. But in reality, when you're doing that, when you stop yourself from expressing at a certain moment or with a certain person or a group of people, what happens is that you end up stressing yourself out. All the things that you wanted to actually speak up about and get it out of your system, you keep it inside of you. And slowly it starts to pile up. And all of that stored energy inside of you will either one day burst out of you, or it would take you downhill. So instead, what you do is that you practice self love. If you genuinely feel that there are things that you can't say to the other person, write them down so that you validate your own feelings. You understand that this is how I feel, but this is also what I'm not speaking up about. All right. So that someday you understand where those emotions came from, and you also have an outlet for it. So some of the things I have mentioned down below in the description, that are just some options for self-love. It includes journaling, it includes self-pleasure, it includes speaking up, it includes certain courses that people can look for, it includes certain exercises that people can try by themselves or with a partner or with a friend. There is absolutely no restriction there. In my understanding, self-love is all about nurturing yourself. All of the things that you feel like you missed out somewhere along the way growing up, you take care of that. All the things you feel like your partner or the people who surround you, your friends, maybe there are things that you thought they could provide you with, but that's not really the case. So you provide that to yourself. And majorly, it is purely about respecting and loving yourself the way you want to be respected and loved. So, self love, in my expertise now, is about layers, working with layers with yourself. Self love can be about speaking up to somebody, standing up for yourself. It can also be about expressing yourself just as you want to, through dance, through art form, through reading, writing. It can be through a sport. It can really, it really is about how you express yourself. A lot of times we might come across people who constantly have bad throat. I used to have that constantly. I constantly had cough or swollen tonsils and things like that, because I would not speak up. Nobody would know how I'm feeling. Nobody would understand or respond to me the way I expected them to respond, because they didn't know what do I want. And I need to speak up about it. So once I started speaking up, I actually started feeling better. A lot of my throat related issues went away. And that is because the throat chakra right here, I allowed it to open up. I allowed it to release all of those things that were stuck here, all of those things that I had not spoken about, that I had not told anybody, all right, about how I feel, what do I want. Okay, so when you take charge of yourself, even that is self love. It can look like tough love sometimes, but that is also self love. Doesn't necessarily just stop at painting your nails or going dancing or buying new clothes. It can be every other thing that you do for yourself that makes you feel liberated, makes you feel good about yourself. That is what self love is. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Bye.